Hey y'all, so we're gonna get started. Right now I am using my main mint foam. It is the best foam out. You can purchase it by going to mainlifestudio.com. So first off, you want to make sure that you shake the foam and lather it in real good as I did before. I wanted to do it in the front, but I decided to start the waves in the back. I'm sorry. But my lovely assistant, who I thought was recording, was not recording. So I am sorry you guys kind of missed the whole part about, me molding the whole head. But I do have previous videos on finger waving. So it's pretty much the same thing. You can just watch those videos. I do apologize. So I do like to bring some of the hair from the top part back. I don't blend it in, but I just kind of I find it's easier for me when I get ready to curl the hair to cover up that space that separates the waves um and the hair that is straight that I'm just gonna pull forward. And the top I just kind of pull forward, put the client under the dryer, and voila. She is fully dry. You don't see any flakes or anything. That foam is the bomb. So I'm going to use my main mint foam, available also online, and Affirm's light hairdressing cream. Just using a nickel size amount. Cocktail those two together, mix it up in your hand really well, and put it all over the hair. When you do this, you do not need any spritz, any holding spray, any of that. So I am curling her hair and I am flipping the front up to cover up that, like I say, that space in the middle. So I flip those two curls up and then I flip the back down. I'm using a um, Babyliss Pro, and there is no, certain way that I like to. I don't have a particular pattern that I like to use. The first thing I'm doing is just making sure that I'm covering up that space so everything can kind of blend in together and be cohesive. As you can see, I'm for the sides, you're just kind of curling the hair in the direction in which the hair is waved, which is each curl you kind of rotate, kind of curling as I go to just fill the hair in. Have fun with it. Don't overthink it. The one thing that I do wish Babyliss would have, I wish that the flat iron isn't really bad. It does curl nice. It's not temperature controlled and it's short. I'm used to a more longer flat iron because it just takes longer to curl, when you don't have that much to work with. But I do wish that they would make a flat iron the same way, but just a little bit longer. Now I'm taking my H2 Pro. I think it's called the Micro spelled with a K, Micro, or is it Mikro? Whatever. Um, you can Google that. It's a nice iron. It gets it's really small. So since I've started using this iron, I've actually pretty much ditched the Marcel's. I don't really need it anymore. I think it gets up to 460 degrees, which nobody should be using that much heat, but it does get very hot. And you can curl really short pieces of hair with it. So, like I say, for the sides, we're just kind of curling the hair in the direction in which it's waved because she just wants like a head full of curls. And be sure to give me a follow on Instagram, and that's at the Master Stylist. So at this point, you should just be kind of seeing where you're going with your curls, making sure everything is still soft. So when you get ready to comb it out and other things at the end, you don't have any spritz or holding spray. Everything will just flow the way that you want it to flow. I know a lot of times people think that by spraying a bunch of spray, spraying a bunch of spritz and stuff in the hair, that it will make the hair last longer. But in reality, if you have a head full of spritz and you go outside and you're sweating or it's raining, what's gonna happen when the hair is wet? You can't do anything with it. You can't comb through it or it's gonna break off. You can't if you lay on it, it's going to be flat and crunchy. Like the best thing you could do is leave your hair soft. That way, when the curls fall, you can just kind of comb the hair down, and your cut is there. The cut is the hairstyle, and you'll still be able to manage until you get your hair done again. But I think a lot of clients just does the opposite. So in 2 days, your hair looks a mess because why? Because, it's hard and crunchy. You can't do anything with it but shampoo it. And I'm just kind of doing the same motion, like I said, going all the way around the hair. No roll curls, not curling any specific way, just being sure that I am curling in the same direction in which the hair was waved. I'm not touching the hair that is directly like laying on her hairline in the front. We want to leave those parts, and just kind of leave them as they are. And that way, that frames the face and the hair is laying flat, and you're not, messing up the way that it was molded. Her hair is a little bit thin around the front on one side. So I'm going to take just like a little clip, stick it there, continue curling. And by the time that I'm done, that will hold its place because I did it while the hair was still hot. Now I am using, I believe that was my Kenra dry oil spray. Favorite spray to use. It's not a spritz or a holding spray. Although it kind of acts like a holding spray a little bit, but it's not. You're still gonna have to use a holding spray afterwards if you want to. I do put holding spray on my client's hair, but after I use it, the one time I do recommend that they don't put anything else in their hair unless they're using like a light oil or shine spray, and that's it. Nothing to continue to make the hair hard. You just kind of play with it. I'm using my Sebastian holding spray. It is available at Cosmoprof Or I actually have seen it in Sally's, but not the one in the black can. Sally has the one in the white can. And shout out to Hair by Kenya on Instagram for this shirt. It is hair by underscore Kenya. You guys can follow her, and she has these shirts for sale. Thank you everyone for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up.